I'm not sure what prompted the recent surge in videos about trans women and deception. This trans woman transitioned 44 years ago, and I'd like to add my voice to the conversation. This idea that a trans woman has to use deception to get a man is absolutely ridiculous. Let's be honest, the number of trans women that can deceive a man for very long is very small. In my experience, even the ones that can don't. Deception regarding trans women is a lie. Truth is that men like trans women, all kinds of men. Since the start of my transition 44 years ago, men have pursued me. Transitions took longer back then. Each stage of transition had its admirers. The cold hard truth is that cis-het men are attracted to trans women, and they always have been. Maybe not openly, yet nonetheless attracted. This used to be a very highly secure secret, but now that it's not a secret and been out there, people still don't believe it. Maybe because we're not having enough meaningful conversations about it. The only people deceiving anyone are the guys. They lie to friends and family, and they lie to us. Every woman in the world knows that men make promises they have no intention of keeping. Cornered, they'll use our transness against us. They have no problem saying things and calling us things that they wouldn't say to their worst enemies. I was with a guy for 2 years, practically living with him. Weekends, Christmas, New Year's Eve, vacations, before finding out he was married and had a 2-year-old child. She found out about me before I found out about her. I only found out about her because she showed up to confront me. His whole family got involved, and when I proved to his whole family that he was the one pursuing me, rather than admitting he was trans attracted, they thought that I had somehow used witchcraft to enchant him. All of that, rather than admitting that he liked me. He really liked me. Simply put, I think a lot of the outrage that cis women are having around trans women is because men don't want us to share spaces, because we might talk. After being pursued by a guy in Florida when I was living there for months, I saw on social media that he was in Colombia dating this beautiful model. Even though he was in another country with another woman, he was calling me professing his love. Very upset, I was discussing it with a hairdresser at work, only to find out that she was dating him too. The model found his texts and texted me. I told her the truth. After she confronted him, he was furious when he called me. I don't know what he said to her, but once again I ended up being the villain. There's been many times when I met a guy while I was out and about. I assumed they knew, whether it was in the cab ride home or when I was taking my clothes off and they found out. Never, not once did they stop. They all continued to do what we were doing. It's always their first time. You're always the first one. There's an entire industry whose job it is to encourage men to be adventurous. So maybe that's why they are. The most popular films of this industry are trans women. Why are trans women so popular on the Frying Pans app? Let's step into reality with both feet and be honest about the deception.